Have you ever tried to feel better about something and ended up feeling worse? Like, okay, I'll just think positive about this situation. But your body's not buying it. Here's a hack. You don't have to feel good about a thing to feel better. You can just feel better, period. And when you do, life has a funny way of catching up. Welcome, friends. I'm Kristin Collier, and this is day 10 of Prime and Shine, 25 days to your best summer. I am so stoked to be here. Can we just celebrate that? 10, day 10. We have done it every day. Whether you're here for the first time and have been priming with us daily, or you're brand new, welcome. I'm glad you're with us to rewire your brain for more joy, better health, and happier relationships. And if you're brand new, Prime and Shine is free. It's awesome. Links in the description if you want information. Today, I hope that today's topic flips a switch for you. Let's start with the aha. You don't have to feel good about a thing, just feel good for the sake of feeling good. That thing that you want to feel good about might be a relationship that's been weighing on you, or it might be a money situation or something in the future that's unpredictable that you're feeling queasy about. And you might think, if I just felt better about this topic, then I'd be okay. But here's the shift. Priming isn't about convincing yourself to feel good about something that feels off. Does that make sense? It's totally fine to sidestep the thing entirely and prime your way to a better feeling on a different topic, because here's what happens when we prime on a topic that brings worry. Our nervous system can stay activated. Even when we try to feel good, the topic itself can bring tension, and your body knows the difference. And your body rules here. Here's something else. When we feel stressed, we're not in right relationship to a person, place, or thing. Your body's giving you a signal. It wants you to listen, because when we listen, we tend to move towards things and in ways that bring us closer to our true purpose, right? So it's telling us there's a problem. And you can address that problem, if you're feeling queasy about a person, place, or thing, by shifting your proximity, like moving away from someone, or shift the way you're interacting. That right relationship has to do with your perspective about the thing too. So maybe you need a break to meet different needs before returning, or maybe it's time to learn some new communication skills if that relationship really means so much to you. Whatever the answer is, you're more likely to see it if you're not stressed. And after priming to feel better, studies show that you'll have a greater capacity for problem solving, and certainly a new vantage point, right? If you want energy and clarity, then feeling better is definitely the ticket. And it doesn't really matter how you get there. When we feel better, we're more likely to find our way through life's challenges. Story time. Once I got lost in a forest while picking mushrooms. It sounds like the beginning to a bad fairy tale. Ugh. It was terrifying. I was actually lost in a lava field that had a forest on top, and it was during this mushroom picking expedition with my class, learning how to mushroom hunt. Because it was a lava field, there was iron content in the rocks, and my compass wouldn't work, and that was not supposed to happen for sure. So here I am, not finding my way, and I start breathing faster, and I remember that feeling scared is not going to help, because our mushroom teacher told us horror stories of people who had impaled themselves running through the forest out of fear and impaled themselves on a tree branch. So I was like, oh, that's a visual, right? So I tried to walk really slowly, and I'm catching myself walking faster and faster and faster, and then I'm catching myself like doing a little jog on the downhills, kind of leaping all wobbly from rock to rock. I'm like, I gotta stop. So I stopped myself. I forced myself to sit down and breathe. Not easy. And when I stood up again, I could see in the distance a pickup truck going by, which told me where the road lay, way out between the lava fields. What a relief, right? If I hadn't slowed down to prioritize feeling better, I probably would have broken both legs on those ragged boulders. And not to be a nervous Nelly here, but Just saying. The point is, stopping the momentum of worry to feel better is a survival skill, whether you're in the wild or in the urban jungle, okay? Priming helps you rise above that fear, not by solving your problem, but by meeting the need that's stirred up by the dilemma. In the forest, I met my need for relaxation by sitting and breathing. And trust me, I would much rather have met that need for relaxation by being found by somebody and back on that bus. But since that wasn't happening, sitting and breathing was the next best thing, right? We have to be flexible here. In day-to-day life, you could be addressing needs like this. You might wonder, how can I feel good about this breakup? And then you shift to, which needs did I want to meet with that relationship? And what are other ways that I might meet those needs that feel good? That's where your power lies. There are countless ways to meet a need. When we take responsibility for that, we step into freedom. Isn't that interesting? Responsibility for meeting our own needs, we become free. And nothing has to change on the outside. That's why we're free, right? Because we can't affect that change necessarily anyway. But we can change what happens in here. So here's the magic. When we feel good first, when you prime into a state of joy, calm, or possibility, life starts to catch up. Your perception opens, your creativity turns on, solutions you couldn't see before start to appear. It's been studied actually. People who are primed to feel feelings they enjoy saw more in a picture than people who are primed to feel fear or worry or anxiety. And you've heard it said, I'll believe it when I see it, right? But in this work, it's more like, I'll see it when I feel it. So instead of, I'll feel peaceful when this thing gets resolved, try, I'll feel peaceful now so I can see clearly enough to move forward. And here's some more science on why this works. Your brain has that negativity bias, right? It's constantly scanning the environment for what might go wrong. So if you bring a painful topic into your prime, your brain could latch onto that fear and amplify it. But when you focus on joy, connection, or even a peaceful memory, your nervous system settles. Your brain says, okay, we're safe. And then it becomes more flexible. It's ready for creativity, for compassion, and even for small miracles. There goes the kitty again. We'll roughen it up over here. So here's how to prime wisely. Let's say you're worried about money. Instead of trying to feel better about your bank account, try this. Prime into a feeling of ease. What does it feel like when things are easy? Isn't that one of the reasons why you would like to have the money in the bank account? Remember a time when you felt provided for. Soak in the memory of that abundance with money, or maybe abundance in nature, or simply the feeling of being cared for. Breathe into that. Money offers the freedom to do what you want to, when you want to, with whom you want to. Freedom. That's a big need, right? And you can meet that need for freedom in countless ways. Ease, freedom, and care are universal needs, a concept central to nonviolent communication. They're on this list. If I can fish it out underneath my little orange monster, not without a claw mark. Look at his little footprints are on here. The universal needs list comes free with the Prime and Shine program if you register for it, if that feels like your cup of tea. Links in the description. And that list, it's such a game changer. It's central to all of my work too. So anyway, that's the shift. You're not priming about the problem, you're priming about connecting with the need underneath that problem. And when you do that, you tap into a version of yourself that's already resourced and easy and free. So in your priming meditation today, I invite you to notice signals from your body. Priming is not just about like stepping over your body, transcending. That's a spiritual bypass. We're going to notice what's going on inside of our body to find an easy and authentic path forward into the lightness, okay? So I invite you to notice the signals from your body. When you think about, do I want to prime into this topic or this one? Find the easier path. Find the one that feels better, okay? Find if you bring up a topic to mind and your body's like, no bueno, this topic and joy don't mix, then find a new topic. tap into some other topic, and then come back, and later it might be a joyful mix on that first topic when something shifts inside of you. There's no need to force it right now, okay? And for the record, sometimes I can find a side door into priming on a challenging topic. The point of this lesson is that I don't have to. Everything we do energetically affects everything else, and shifts happen because flow is inevitable. Your feelings will change, and in fact, you are doing this intentionally with priming. Are you ready for that meditation? Heck yeah. So pull your car over and set down your electric toothbrush. I trust us all to meditate safely. In your think box, I invite you to bring to mind something you want to amplify your joy around. Again, notice the nuances in your feelings in your body. Does this feel better than that? Find something that there's like easy flow today. And get comfortable. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that in a safe spot. And I invite you to rest into the surface that's holding you. You are so held. Noticing the sensation in your body where it meets that surface. Breathing into your belly, and on the exhale, relaxing and releasing any tension that is ready to move. Enjoying the breath flowing in and out. Bringing to mind something you feel grateful for. Starting there, opening to gratitude. And what are the needs met in that situation that you're grateful for? Breathing into those needs. Feeling whole, feeling joyful, feeling expansive. And now bring to mind the situation that you want to go so well, the situation you're stepping into joy in even now. Expanding with all possibility. Open to your own creativity and the partnership of the universe. Feel into your best possible experience. Imagining what needs are met and feeling into those needs being met. Notice the sensations in your body. This is your unique experience. Beautiful, exquisite inside of you. The joy of your present future self. Moving into the summer of your dreams and the life of your dreams beyond. Meeting those needs within you and expanding the joy, allowing that sensation to move through you and beyond you. Enjoying this experience. Enjoying the wonder. enjoying yourself, experiencing so many needs met. Breathing into that. Enjoying the breath. And placing your hand on your heart. I invite you to feel grateful for making the time to feel into possibility, to celebrate the expansiveness of your life, the many needs and qualities that are alive in you, and the infinite ways they can be met. Grateful for your decision to come here today, to direct your ship, to steer towards the future of your dreams as you live it now in your felt experience. Gratitude for this community, supporting you, supporting each other with joy. And when you are ready, bring your attention back to our circle. Are you feeling the joy? Ugh, I sure am. It is amplified by our experience of being here together, amplified by the energy that we share and wrap around each other. And hey, I want to thank you for leaving comments and emailing me about your experience so far in this challenge. 10 days is really something to be proud of. That's an accomplishment. And you know, every day you're meeting yourself in your own state of challenge and real life, right? There are some folks out there who have every reason to feel cranky, and they're priming instead. And they've written to tell me about how they're overcoming this. Right on. They're overcoming worries about loved ones, concerns about their own health, worries about money challenges, and they're showing up here day after day to feel better, to change their brain, to get in the driver's seat and steer for the summer of their dreams. This challenge is exceeding my highest hopes. I'm so stoked. And I want to give a shout out to my dear friends and community who are making it possible for me to show up daily. The fact that I'm here with you is not just about me. It's about so many people who are also supporting this work, okay? I committed to doing this challenge before Seda injured her shoulder and had surgery, and I hadn't expected to be juggling so much, but our community has stepped forward to support us and to support all of this challenge in countless ways. I mean, I'm talking encouragement, casserole therapy. How dear is that? Casserole therapy. Boxes of delicious salads, amazing combinations that have patched me in from meal to meal, and slabs of local salmon. I mean, hello. Amazing. Friends have helped me weed the garden, offered magical, unexpected gifts, let me cry on their shoulder, because it's all real, it's all true, and frankly, I can direct myself to feel the joy in this entire journey, even in the hard parts. I've had spontaneous visits from folks at just the right time, and these folks are loving priming with me. You could blame that abundance on my priming practice, and you'd be right, but you could also blame it on theirs, right? Because giving and receiving is magic. But friends, I am so in awe and so grateful, and I want to thank you. I want to thank also our Joy Together community, because we meet weekly to learn and grow, and many have been with us for over 3 years. Newer folks always find themselves at home very quickly, because authenticity and goodwill, That's where it is. If you're new here, that community welcomes you with open arms. Even on the free program, you can get one free coaching session on a Friday. And there's nothing like the Joy Together community. I'm so grateful and honored to share this path with you, Joy Together. In closing, let's lead with joy. Don't try to wrestle peace out of a stressful situation. Instead, feel the way you want to feel and let the way open before you. That's not bypassing, it's wisdom and discipline with joy. That's your mind guiding your brain and your body to the future of your dreams. So ask yourself, what's the feeling I really want? And can I give myself just 30 seconds of this feeling? Can I find the need that I want to meet and feel into it for 30 seconds? That's an informal prime. And that, my friends, is how we shine sparkly. If this practice speaks to you, give it a like, share it with a friend, leave a comment about what you're priming for today. And if you haven't joined the full experience yet, the link's in the description. Let joy lead and life will catch up. And you, my friend, are already on your way. Until next time, keep noticing, keep shining, and may joy be your compass.